Saturday in and out. Seeing what's going on. Hey, you guys. Doing today? We have started a Saturday. Today we are just kicking back and enjoying the day. It's not too bad weather-wise outside. It's not too bad at all. Trying to kick up the it's 86 outside. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
Pretty nice out there.
I got a thermometer that I got mounted on my garage.
Well, like what are those weather jobs?
Yeah, it tells me the outdoor.
It says like wind speed.
Yeah, indoor and outdoor temperature. Yeah, it's 83.3 degrees Fahrenheit outdoors, and it's 85 upstairs in my. See, at this room, it has no AC in it, and all the heat comes up here. It's pretty warm.
Yeah. I don't like the air conditioner.
Yeah, some people get like I don't know, they just don't like it. It bothers their bones and stuff. My wife doesn't either. I got a fan, ceiling fan.
Yeah.
One of those Casablanca things.
Feel crappy, I think.
Yeah.
It's too cold. That's what I don't understand. I mean, if it's too cold outside, you turn on the heater. But now,
yeah,
the air conditioner. But pretty soon, they want to have, like when winter comes, they want to blast the heat all the time. So I don't understand that part.
Well, us Americans and Europeans are pretty spoiled.
Everybody's spoiled.
Yeah.
Especially if you get some of the luxury stuff and get. I mean, now you have McDonald's, you have Jolly Bean, you have KFC. You know, McCoffee.
Starbucks.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Just what 30, 20 years, 25 years ago, they have that kind of stuff, and then they walked around kind of lean. Now you have all these fast food places, and we in general is kind of lazy,
and we're getting book, as my wife says. Hey, Roger. Oh, you were? I didn't.
Oh, hey. Buddy.
Roger says he'll try to be nice today. Said he was in a bad mood last. I didn't notice he was in a bad mood. Well, he had some deaths in his family and everything, and he had divorce and everything. So it's understandable, Roger.
Oh, wow. Hey, I always forgive you, buddy. I mean, old Alaskana. Yeah.
He said he's gonna try to be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, trying is good, I mean, at least you could say you tried. I am minding my own business and trying to mind my own business and just do things keep coming my way and just be happy, be grateful. Yeah.
You should get yourself, Kevin, some like purple sunglasses, like round ones like the hippies used to wear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look cool.
Well, I like this light. I bought this light earlier in the month. This month, I went when we went to Sam's Club. We got lights, these LED lights.
Yeah.
But they're not the brightest lights.
Mm-hmm.
Expensive light. It's just a simple. It's a simple, like it's kind of like what's hooked up on onto my microphone, that arm, but it's only for lights.
Mm-hmm.
Position it in different ways. In it is like 100 watt, maybe an LED light, like it's a earth tone light.
It's the first thing I did
Kind of like the sun.
when I moved into this house 2 years ago. Is I friggin' changed every bulb in the house with LED bulbs.
Yeah, that's what my aunt did too, and throughout the whole house and all the rooms.
Yep.
She put those lights in. I guess they're supposed to be cost effective.
Yep. They're expensive as hell, but that's what I was telling my wife. I said, you know, they cost you like friggin' like $8-10 a bulb. You know, you could used to buy a light bulb for like what $1.99 or something, right? It would last a couple of years or something, but nowadays the bulbs, the old incandescent bulbs, you know, those things burn out fast. Even the fluorescent tubes, they all say they're made like in like India, or, you know, it says General Electric on it or Philips, but it's made in some foreign country. I don't know. They have some kind of gas in them, and I don't know if they seal them up good or whatever. Because I had some of those in a shop lights, and they don't last for shit anymore.
They just got too hot.
Not really. It's just that I don't know. And I thought it was the ballast or something in the lights that were going. And so I took the damn things down and I put LED fixtures up there too.
Hey, Roger, can you hear me okay? Am I too loud or am I too soft?
Oh, he's in. What's CDR King? CDR.
Well, that's what you buy in your town. No, when I lived in Iloilo, we had one of those.
What's that, Kev?
It's like an electronics store.
Oh,
when I was in the Philippines. CDR King, yeah.
Can you buy electronic parts, or is it for your home or whatever?
What's that?
Could you buy parts to fix, like, say, if, I don't know, something electronic went bad that you needed to repair it, like integrated circuits or in voltage regulators for electronics, like for a computer or whatever?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
You are so perfect, Kevin.
We have the same haircut. Mikey 550 too.
You know, all
the opals. The opals. That means bald. Opal.
Well, Carabao.
Yeah, opal. OPAL. That's in Visayan only. I don't know how to say it in Tagalog.
Oh, don't step on it too much then.
It's a nice clean look though, you know, I like having a shaved head.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. You don't have to worry about, oh, my hair's out of place.
Mine's too long now. I got to get it cut. It's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only bad thing to the Philippines, I had one of those Bullpen electric razors.
Yeah.
They used my head, my face, and everything, and some unfriendly person went into my place where we lived, and they took my oh man, they took my computer, my I had a Sony like a PDA.
Mm-hmm.
They cleaned me out, and the cops think it was an inside job because they think the guard and some of the housekeepers did it.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, Mrs. Heminger, that's exactly what I was saying yesterday. I said, I miss Mrs. Heminger and
But he
John
can't.
Doe because they're good fighters in the room. Didn't I say that last night, Kev?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, where's John Doe?
And somebody said they thought you lived in Houston and you might have been bailing out your basement or something.
Doing cleanup
Yeah.
work over at your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. People are slowly trickling in.
Hmm.
Saturday, Sunday, where maybe Saturday night. Oh, it's Sunday morning now. It's 5 o'clock in the Philippines. 5:18.
Boy, that
So some,
Chris in Cebu, he does that show, and he does it on Saturday morning. It's like a ghost town there on Saturday. I don't remember it being like that when I was there, but
well, yeah, Chris has a pretty good show going out.
uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll go out one day and have an outside, like by the lake. One time I did it at the dock down below, but it wasn't live. I like maybe try to do a
Don't isn't
live broadcast outside.
isn't a Corvette factory where they make Corvettes near you? Is Bowling Green,
Uh,
Kentucky near you?
Other north.
Oh, it's north? Yeah, because I think they make
Yeah,
Corvettes in Kentucky. Yeah. Yeah, I think they have a museum there too.
yeah. The museum got wrecked during the earthquake.
That would
It
be
some
a
damage.
cool vlog if you ever went there. That would be very cool.
Would be neat. There are Fort Knox.
Oh yeah. You ain't getting in
That's
there.
and then the Kentucky Derby itself. Yeah,
Oh
there's
yeah.
a whole bunch of things you can go do around here. They got a lot of caves here.
Hmm.
Go to like historical places.
My wife asked me if you get tornadoes there. I said, not to my knowledge, they don't. Not like in Oklahoma and Texas and stuff.
Yeah, not too seldom. We don't get that kind of weather stuff.
Yeah, she wanted to retire. She told me a few years ago in Memphis because she said it was kind of a mild climate there and stuff. And
Yeah, that Memphis is towards Mississippi area.
yeah.
In that area.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Somebody told me not to move there. There's a lot of gangs and stuff there, but
Yeah.
she was telling me yesterday that she doesn't think she wants to ever move back to the Philippines, all year. She just wants to live there maybe 6 months a year because she's concerned about when we get old about the health care and stuff like that there. That it's not up to
Well,
snuff.
if you was gonna go, old and stuff, that'd be good just to go back to the Philippines because the constant heat.
Yeah.
Weather that changed that bad.
You know how women
I
are
was just reading
worry.
saying Pornhub. Comment on Pornhub.
Yeah.
More money being that sounds
Yeah, it kind of pisses me off. I mean, I don't mean to sound like a jerk, but I can't buy any property there. You know what I mean? It's weird.
well.
Sure.
You can buy it. I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah, but I don't have the deed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Exactly. I mean, if you had, I had a brain aneurysm 20 years ago, Mrs. Heminger, and I survived it. So, that's what my wife is worried about. That that they might not be able to care for us. I mean, I don't have any problems now. I'm fine, but you never know when you get older. I'm 57 now.
How's your mic doing?
My
It's
microphone.
like a little bit like it's gonna fall off, or a little bit stuttery. Healthcare. Yeah.
Oh, the aneurysm, Hemi, hereditary. My is it starting to get distorted, Kev?
Well, now it sounds okay, but before it just sounded a little bit weak,
Um,
like I was gonna lose.
yeah, it's congenital. I inherited it from my grandfather, on my dad's side, paternal. He died of it. He was 52 years old, and he was in the military, and he went to Indianapolis to open a base there. He was an officer, and he died there. Yeah, from it. Back then, they didn't have any means to stop the internal bleeding in the brain. So I used to get terrible. I used to get terrible headaches when I was an adolescent. Like migraine headaches and stuff. And a doctor would just prescribe like painkillers for him. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that would be bad.
yeah.
I'll read what Heaven was saying about having like a large amount of money.
Yeah, my wife told me also that you have to be careful with the banks too, because somehow they can be an inside job and steal your freaking money, you know?
Hmm.
And she's born in the Philippines. So you got to be very careful. You really do. I mean, if you have any substance, you don't want to lose your life, your life's work, just by foolishness. I would keep the
Yeah.
majority of your capital in some kind of safe bank out of that country. Yes. Yes. Did you guys hear that I don't know, the Duterte might declare martial law in the whole Philippines?
When was this?
I read it yesterday because I don't know, some kind of protest of some communist
Hmm.
party or something like that. Yeah. He said he'll shut down the whole country. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful all the time about your finances, and you think you got a nest egg, and then when you go to use it, it's all gone.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of like a rude awakening.
Yes, it was I believe it was a British newspaper that it was the source of it. Usually they're not fake news, the British newspapers.
Right?
Yeah.
Canadian Blue Cross coverage when I travel.
Yeah, Blue Cross is good insurance.
Hey Rick, how you doing, buddy? Jack Jones, NPI.
Hmm.
Who else do we have in the bullpen? Yeah, Roger.
The bull.
A few people inside. We got 4 ups. Appreciate the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Uh, so Rick, where are you located at? Are you in the States or here, or are you promised land?
I think he just said Canada, didn't he?
Canada?
He said he's got Canadian Blue Cross coverage. Did he say Ontario before the other day? I thought he said he was from Ontario.
Well, you're still welcome here. All of you guys are welcome.
Yeah, Canadians are cool. Canadians are cool people. To me, they seem just like Americans. To me, they don't seem any different.
Yeah, I don't like these borders and stuff like this. I mean, just have everybody breathe. We all breathe the same air. What is about? I'm back.
Yeah, it wasn't like from transferring money. It was like because they know that we're foreigners. And my wife said she's heard of. She was in the banking business years ago when she got out of college, and worked also in the stock market in Manila. But she had heard of these ploys that people. They're all like in political families and whatnot, and they all know what's going on. And I'll ask her the details of it. She's cooking dinner right now.
Oh,
Nice.
around 5:30 in New York, huh?
Yes.
It's almost 4:30 here. Yep. You think my Philippine lady is in Northern Lausanne right now. Yeah, I like those orchids. I like messing with them. They're pretty fun, pretty time consuming. You gotta really water them almost every day, keep them in the shade. Good investment if you want to sell them, buy and sell, trade. Yeah, when I was in the Philippines, we had quite a bit of them. We had ground orchids, butterfly orchids. We had pretty nice.
Kev, Ken is looking for the link to come on the Google Hangout.
Who's this?
Ken Horahan. He wanted you to send the link to him so he could come in there.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Sun just coming up in the Philippines. Nice to go have coffee. I used to have big coffee mug and then go up on the mountain here and just take a look at over the ocean. Pretty nice.
I think so, Mrs. Heminger. Yeah, and you can get a nice condominium too for about $80,000. I don't know what that is in pesos, depending on what.
You're gonna go there pretty soon, Ken?
What is it, like 4 million pesos? Yeah, and you can get a mortgage, right? And that way they can't steal all your money.
Yeah, open up a small cantina would be nice, and have snacks. Pool table would be good then.
I have no idea how you prove income tax. Well, I'm gonna go downstairs and ask my wife. See if she.
I'm getting okay. Kept on getting it. Wow. That's good. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Pretty decent. We got small cloud coverage. Not really a whole bunch going on. There we go. Um, I've been. I would be busy using condo. New condos are overpriced. Yeah, yeah. Especially if it's a high traffic area. A lot of the condos are all overpriced. Same with the boarding houses. Very, very difficult to get a decent place out there in the city. It's nice if you know somebody, then they could turn you on to a decent place to go hang out to get rent. Yeah, the cheap. Yeah, yeah. I don't mind a boarding house. We had a boarding house, two of them over there in Iloilo, and we've got a nice big courtyard. We had our own CR, own stove area, cook area. A lot of nurses were there. That was nice. On the weekend, we would go have a barbecue outside. Well, you threw away money down the drain? Hopefully not literally down. It's in okay. Oh, that's pretty nice, Ken. I'm in sunny Phoenix. How long have you lived in Phoenix? Now the weather is, yeah. You know, in Alaska we have this club called the Great Alaska Bus Company, and the owner, she made one in Phoenix. So, have you heard of it before, Ken? It's called the Great Alaska Bus Company in Phoenix, and they rotate the girls from Phoenix to Alaska, back to Phoenix. Pretty popular. Donna made a statement to me that she went there with some friends. Believe it or not, okay. Heminger, nothing will make me poorer than renting. Yeah, renting is pretty. You got a nice place, it's not too bad. Fishing is dangerous, isn't it? Well, no, well, just sport fishing is okay. Um, most of it's combat fishing. It's right next to each other, um, elbow to elbow, shoulder to shoulder, fishing sometimes, but it's not that bad. But it costs a lot of money. People spend a lot of money to go fishing. Rick, hey Rick, Alaska and the Yukon Territory, fantastic. I only know I never went fishing past Tok, where the Alaska Trans-Alaska Highway is, just connecting from the highway from the Canadian border to Alaska border. Tok is right there. It gets pretty hot there. It gets very cold there. Um, yeah, it gets very, very cold. Tok. It gets pretty hot there. But if you keep on going, then you go to Fairbanks.
Okay, I don't know if Mrs. Hemminger's still here, but I found out from my wife about financing in the Philippines for like property. My wife said that there's a thing called paibig that when you're a Filipino and you work there, I guess a portion of it gets deposited into this account, and somehow it monitors uh, your pay or whatever, and you borrow against it. So basically, Americans can't borrow money from the Philippines, but my wife said Citibank is there, so you can get a loan and she said that's a better way to go through an American bank to get a loan. And as far as the scams from some of the banks, she said that some of the rich people work with criminals, and they try to rob your money if you're in like a shady bank.
What is Ken saying? Yeah, this side. None working. Oh, alcohol. Okay, one said no alcohol. Usually the ones with the no alcohol is the underage.
Where's that?
18 in Phoenix. Oh, Alaska has those too. A non-alcohol gentleman's club.
Oh yeah, they have those all over New York. Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's non-alcohol, then it's probably 18 years old and older.
Yeah. I'm way past it. I did that stuff as a teenager.
Yep. But I think the cops would be watching those non-alcohol places a lot more closer than regular clubs.
I heard a lot of the retired police officers own those damn places, those strip joints.
I don't know, maybe. But yeah, we had quite a few of them in Anchorage.
Mm-hmm.
During the pipeline days. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that drew the money in. I guess.
Yeah, Heminger, that's right. Exactly. I told my wife, I said, "You're a racist country," and she said, "Yes, we are," because I what I mean by that is not about skin color, but against that you can't really work there or anything or own land or you can work for an American company or work as but you really can't open a business there unless it's in your wife's name or anything.
Yep. Has the right idea as long as she still takes care of her needs. Well, if it works for one people, it works great. But
Oh, Roberto.
sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's not a good recipe, and sometimes it's not that easy to make it to work. Yeah, to each their own. Hey, Roberto, how you doing, buddy? I'd like to go to the total nude and well, that's nice if they bring you a beer.
Mm-hmm.
In the Philippines, it's a pretty interesting experience, Roberto. Almost anything goes when you're in the Philippines. When you go to those clubs, it's and it's fairly cheap. some places charge you a cover charge, and it's a 2-drink minimum. Yep.
Mm. I remember when we were kids here in New York, and I was like 17. I was in strip clubs with my Chinese friend. He was much older than me. Beers were at a regular bar $1 then, like for a draft beer. We were paying like $5 a beer at strip clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be rich to go to those places.
Oh yeah.
Drink, especially a ladies' drink. Gee whiz. Yeah, I don't see how those entertainers go there and money rain make the money rain.
Yeah. One of
Leave
those
there broke.
entertainers went
They
to a
get
strip club with I forgot how much, like 20,000 in $1 bills.
yeah. That's too stupid. I guess Floyd he owns a night one of those kind of nightclubs.
Yeah, he just bought a nice home, I guess. $26 million home.
Yeah, he's off his one of
Taxes.
his income taxes.
Hmm.
He, he lives an outrageous lifestyle.
These entertainers are hilarious. They're very strong in their political views, and yet these guys make, some of them make billions of dollars, and they can't hang on to a buck, you know, or pay their
Just got
taxes. Yeah,
like that poor Mike Tyson. He had all those people advising him
yeah,
about how to spend his money, and they were robbing him.
sure they were.
And
Yep.
and they're robbing you, and they're smiling when they're doing it.
Yeah, I'm happy to see Tyson's doing better now, man. He was going wacko for a while.
Well, I think all those people, one way or another, lose it. I mean, mentally, financially. Sometimes at the end, they just end themselves because they're unhappy. How can you be unhappy? You got all the money, you got fame, popularity.
Yeah.
Be very difficult. When you have everything going for you, wake up and you're unhappy and you OD or something. Nude women in a bar with alcohol, they can. Some
I
nude
wonder what the
women.
reasoning is behind that. Is they think men go berserk when they see when they're drinking and they see nude women, or
Well, if they're not getting it, yeah,
start fighting and
yeah. But I bounced in a couple of those places. Um, and only problem is the guys would try to go up on stage.
oh, what do you do then?
Huh?
What do you got to throw them out the door?
Well, yeah, but you got to be careful because there's no stairs going up to the stage. So they just put the chair and they try to walk on the chair to get up on the stage or
Uh-huh.
the table, and everything breaks. So you got to be careful about that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, they are.
do they ever
Oh,
grab the
that's
girls, like squeeze their boobs or something, and you gotta throw them out the
oh
door?
man, I don't know where, but they have too much to drink. They just go cuckoo. Yeah, Ken, I agree. Yeah, they are titty bars off, rip off. And then some of the guys think that the girls really like them,
Yeah.
and the guys spend the whole paycheck. There's an ATM inside there. You know,
And then they go.
at the end at
Then
the
they
end
go.
of the night, have armed security guards go there and get the money and put it in the armored car they make. So
Then
you
they
have
go.
to pretty you know. And then the women go back home to their normal life at nighttime.
Did most of
Then
the
the next
women,
day,
Kevin, were you bounced in those places, go home in taxi so the guys couldn't follow them?
no, they usually had their boyfriends or husbands pick them up after work. Some of them took taxis, but a lot of the girls would like one of the bars that I used to work at. We had wet t-shirt night. The girls from the strip club go to there, and
Amateur
then
night.
yeah, well, no, it's like a wet t-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll come over to our club, and um, most of the time they win because they get those big boobies.
Mm-hmm.
It was, but if we see the same women come over all the time, we won't let them participate because some of the local girls wanna try it, but these big strip clubs girls come in and then they take all the spotlight.
Hmm.
Just like when you're in the Philippines, we have the barangay parties and all this stuff, and we have bikini parties at the end of the barangay party, and a lot of the girls that enter the bikini contest, they're from out of town. You ever hardly ever see a girl from the village participate because they're too shy. But they got the girls from the other clubs, and they get bussed in with a jeepney maybe, and you know get the money from them. First place prize, second place. So yeah, that's quite common. Ever been to one of those fiestas?
Not me. My wife's father wants me to go to the Sinulog in Cebu. It's around my birthday, around January, second week in January, third week. Did you celebrate that, Kevin? The Sinulog? It's like a religious festival or something, isn't it? Like, yeah, something like that.
They have, oh my gosh, they have so many, like every month they have some kind of big thing. There's a big one coming in November. There's a big party. Well, it's not really yeah, it's a big party, but it's like celebration of the dead,
Mm.
and they go to the it's like very close, very similar to our Memorial Day.
What about those people that live in the cemeteries there? Did you ever see that?
They're more like caretakers that
Yeah.
live.
I've seen a bunch of kids in some of those cemeteries.
Well, sometimes some of the families would bring offerings
Yeah.
to their loved ones, and when they have an offering,
We went
they
to my wife's mother's grave, and these bunch of kids followed us around, and they kept
yeah
holding their hand out. I said, "This is getting really annoying to me." You know, I said, "You
yeah
don't see this in America. You don't see people like violating. To me, it's so disrespectful. But hey, it's their culture. You know, it's what they do. You know."
when
My
when my
wife said they're homeless or something like that.
yeah when my son passed away, uh, we put him in a small mausoleum
Yeah,
that we had built, and we would send like an offering.
yeah.
I would go there with a beer, have a beer there.
Yeah, when we went down to the Providence is where my wife's grandmother is from, and my wife's uncle, he died at 45 years old. He had 4 wives. I don't know how you can be married to 4 women at one time in the Philippines,
Really?
but he died of a heart attack at 45 years of age last year. So we went down to his gravesite, and the girls, you know how they are, they light their candles and stuff, and it was right on the ocean side too. You know, it's like up a hill. We took a tricycle there and stuff, and
Yeah. The more you get, the more you spend. I was just reading what Ken was saying. Yeah, it's a slow day today. Very slow day, you guys.
yeah, people probably don't expect you to be on, even though you said so. They're probably doing shit, you know, or sleeping.
Yeah, I need my buddy come back.
Is that Roberto?
Well, him too, but I think Roberto's at work today.
And Mr. Seth.
Something's pretty good. I always like Seth.
Yeah, that guy can talk a mile a minute.
Yeah, he's like a professional.
Yeah, he's
I
quick.
haven't seen him for a while.
Oh, you're.
uh, yeah, what is Van doing? He should be awake by now. Well, maybe he's just getting ready for bed. Hey, Jack. What's the
Oh. Mm-hmm.
or what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was like a lot of garbage on the, like, not garbage, but like bottle caps and stuff on the ground in the cemetery where my wife's cousin was buried. And yeah,
The guys would go there with beer, but now they're not. Some of them, those graveyards, they're not allowing people to drink
hmm,
inside the graveyard.
do they embalm people, don't they, in the Philippines when they bury them?
Uh, yeah, 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 they do. Um, Families will put the dead
Yeah,
on.
exactly, Mrs. Heminger. Squatters in Cebu, yes. Yep. And they have this practice, like after 5 years, they redig up the grave and they put it like in a bone chamber too. Because like in 2011, my wife's mother was dead 5 years, and the family called us for a donation. I don't know.
Huh.
I do not know. To me, it's just not right. But I guess we have this Western mentality about everything, and they do things the way they do them there, and that's the way they do them.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It's a different place.
Yeah, mostly
When you
mostly real good stuff. You know, people are nice and happy and everything. And I think people that have a bad experience, they blow it out of proportion and stuff. But there's bad everywhere, and
yeah.
yeah, you could they sleep right on top of the graves and like there's a nice grave there. I honestly don't
Yeah.
know, but it's because yeah,
Well, some of those mausoleums they have a like a gate all the way around,
yeah,
just from people won't go in there and take the offerings.
it might be
I seen some.
the poorer cemeteries because my wife's mother is not buried in a rich cemetery like her uncle is. Her uncle's buried in, my wife said, in a nicer cemetery where they don't allow squatters.
Yeah, pretty grim. Pretty grim.
Yeah. Yeah,
Heminger.
Mrs. Heminger, my wife told me that the reason they have a squatter problem, a lot of the farmers and people from the provinces come to the city and they really don't have any skills to make a living and stuff, so they end up
Yeah,
yeah.
place to stay at night.
Yeah. And they give up their land and everything, and
Yeah,
yeah, there are
but
parts of it
I,
that are pretty bad.
I think some of those places, like this graveyard places, they hire people to like maintain um inside the place, and maybe they just go there and just say screw it and just live inside.
Yeah. I honestly don't know. My wife has been all over the Philippines. I'll ask her. I'll ask her for sure. But I think that's why she said that, because of the farmers from the southern part of Cebu came up to the city. Frank, who's Frank?
Huh. I think everywhere they have that problem, not just one area. I think the bigger the city, the more they have the problem, because people always go there and they bring in fresh food for their
Hmm.
offerings. So and then the kids and the people go there and take the offerings.
Yeah, maybe they hope to jump on one of those boats in the port there and get out or something if they can, right? Yeah, some of them, huh?
Think, think once to know.
There's Ray.
Hey Ray, how you doing, buddy? Still waiting for you to come down and visit.
Hey,
Where's
where?
Derek today? He's always. This is God. Do you hear that, Rich?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little Mackie mixer that you can do the same thing with, yeah. But I don't use it for computer use.
Yeah. I don't know if you could hear that one. That one's like a clear one. Yeah.
Sounds like you're in a cave.
Caved. The man cave.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing today, Rick? What's happening, Ray? What's going on in your area? The beautiful day out, light overcast all day long, back and forth. Hey, Richard, did you say you have Amazon Prime?
No, my wife does. I have the regular one, but she's telling me to get it all the time because I buy a lot of stuff off of Amazon. I
But
probably should have. Tired of paying shipping.
Yeah, that's so expensive. I tried it once, and I go, man, it cost a lot just to get it shipped to you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're that slow. Who's internet? It's quiet. Just watching football. Uh-huh. Yeah, barbecue days. I mean, we've been well. I barbecue. I mean, all year round. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God. My wife just sent me a text. Can men handle labor pain? No way.
As a rule, we not many people can. I mean, men can handle that.
Yeah.
They did a scientific thing, labor pain, and they hooked up these electrodes to the guy's stomach and over on close to the groin, and they turn on electrodes and show those guys getting shocked, and a lot of them couldn't handle the pain. But those electrodes were supposed to resemble when a woman is in
Oh
labor.
God. I couldn't
And
imagine it.
guys beg.
The way their bones all move, their internal organs get all squished up, and the pussy dilates.
You
Oh,
you know, my son, he had a cesarean.
oh, did he?
I mean, yeah, when he was born, and I mean that's a pretty horrific um, ordeal because they take out your insides, and it's pretty rough.
Yeah, some
To
girls
have
want that because I don't know if it has anything to do with the woman's vagina always, comes back to shape, but some women, like I've heard, like singing stars like Britney Spears had it done so she'd stay tight or something like that. It's craziness. Can you imagine that? Usually it's when the baby, maybe the cord's wrapped around the neck or something like that. They might do it for emergency. But was there some kind of problem with the birth of your son? Oh, it doesn't go
oh
back?
no, my son's just too big,
Yeah.
and the mother was my son's mom. That was in the Philippines. My son was just too big to have natural childbirth.
Just tighten or stitch it up tighter, doc.
Yeah, but it was pretty. It's quite the. It was not very fun, and it costs a lot. Costs a lot to have that done.
Yeah.
Just ask the doctor to add. That's well, yeah, but with my daughters, um, the doctor make because my daughters were big babies, like maybe 4.5 kilos, and the doctor, not the doctor, but the nurse or the midwife, they did a snip,
Yeah.
and oh yeah.
So
That, yeah.
Mrs. Heminger is saying all girls with kids have been looser from his experience. How about
Yeah.
your wife, Kevin?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't feel
It's
your
not
dick anymore.
funny. well, I can't see my dick anymore either. So,
Oh, okay.
oh shit, Kevin.
That's why we marry Filipinos, because they got tight ones.
Well, yeah. No, that's not. No, it's not why.
Oh, here's my wife texting me again.
Yeah.
Oh man, she loves to torture me, telling me how much women can tolerate with childbirth and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's true though. But
Yeah.
heck. Oh, so yeah, yeah. Even though, just yeah, that would be good. Maybe 3 or 4 extra stitches. uh, that's funny. All girls with kids. Yep, yep. How true it is.
My mom's best friend, her mother had 22 children. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That must be pure hell for everybody.
Oh,
But
here
you
comes
know,
another.
see, you got no life with all that. We got people outside or a dock with kayaks.
24.
Oh, a man and a woman that's kayaking outside. The dogs are down there at the
How deep is that
on the dock.
pond? Kev, how deep is that
Oh
pond?
God, it's a man-made reservoir.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Yeah, that's true.
using it for
Yeah, they're from way up in Maine. You know, there was guy was a potato farmer, not much to do in those cold winters, I guess, huh? Yeah, you know it. Thing is the guy, like after a certain age, he didn't work much, and the kids all grew up and went to college, and everything became good people too. Yeah, that's a lot of banging.
out of
Not
me.
much, not much to do back in those days.
Wow,
No, no television, right? Back, well, it's probably back in. They're probably went. I don't know, back in the 30s, 40s. You know, people had to keep warm. They didn't have uh, much heat, but a fireplace or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid dog jumped in the water. Well, you guys,
That's all she wrote.
we yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I bought I go about 1,000 times.
So what was the total cost for that for 1,000 bangs? Amateur. Is it tax deductible? I don't think so.
Well, I think the first one you pay, then afterwards it's free.
Yeah.
Never free.
Oh no.
Up all day long.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, for a week. Oh, for 6 months. Wow. Have room service.
Yeah, I was gonna say take her out to Starbucks and buy her a coffee, right?
Never afford that on. Yeah. In the US, it would be very difficult to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, are you degenerate people?
Degenerates. Yeah. So Jerry Cardanian calls us degenerates. He's right.
Yeah, that's okay. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Everybody's is a little bit off. It's not bad. It's kind of nice to be off. Don't be too far off. We had that one guy. Sounds like you're getting off. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like your money's worth. Well, I hope you get your money's worth. I mean, you gotta.
I wish some of these other guys would come on the mic too.
Oh well, there ain't. That means you're.
Are you gonna grow some vagina?
Am I? What, hun? What'd you say?
Are you gonna grow some vagina?
Did you hear that,
I
Kevin?
like to see somebody that don't want to grow any. I mean,
You want to see some vagina?
a pocket.
No, are you gonna grow some vagina? That guy at 7, the video I showed you,
Yeah.
at 7, he was screaming, and my goodness, a woman is not even ready to give birth at 7 c.m.
Oh wow.
Yes, and the man cannot stand the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
No, we weren't made for it. You girls were.
Could handle that kind of pain.
No, we weren't made for that kind of stuff. How is the
Lechon?
Lechon
It's
manok.
a spicy lechon manok.
Mm,
I use my injection for turkey, that recipe,
yeah.
Cajun.
Kind of like a turkey baster.
Yeah, no, it's an injection. I
like-
fry my turkey, but I inject the spices,
Okay.
so it's juicy and spicy and.
What did you say?
Do that night before and then put it in.
I don't think we heard you, Kev. What was that?
I was asking with that turkey injector or that Cajun needle, do you
Yes.
do all that stuff the night before and let it marinate?
No, just right away. I don't marinate it. I inject it when I'm ready to fry it.
Oh.
Deep fried, huh?
Yeah.
But you talk about deep frying it or just in a regular
Yeah.
frying pan?
It's an infrared oilless fryer.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It cooks in about what, a third of the time as a.
Yes, a third
Yeah.
of the time if you bake it.
Mm-hmm. We're back to food
that's
again.
cool.
So
It sounds like
yeah.
must be time to eat.
Not yet. The chicken is roasting, not yet ready.
Oh, really? About how long?
An hour
About an hour. Mhm.
at most.
Okay.
I just checked it.
No guests tonight.
Your cooking channel.
No guest tonight.
No,
I'm your guest.
I know. No surprise guests though. No parties.
I
no,
hope so.
No karaoke at till
I-
3 a.m. in the morning.
Come on, I seldom do karaoke.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody needs love
Yeah, I need love.
one way.
Can you say that to me, hon?
I need love all the time.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah.
We don't get many girls in this room here.
You're
What- Yeah.
Richard Lee Rogers, say something.
No, that's wants me to type. I'm not going to type.
Oh.
Duh.
Okay. Okay, hon.
I'm dismissed.
You dismissed. We're going to.
Richard Lee Rogers, say something.
Oh, somebody's thing is feeding back. Whose is that?
Okay, bye.
Oh, there's your buddy from Seattle.
Oh. Who's that? Dan? Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, man.
Oh, really?
Just popped in to see how you guys were.
Well, I am ready to get off. I have to rephrase. I have to rephrase that.
Yeah, that was a good phrase there.
I didn't want to. I had to hurry up and backtrack. I didn't want Richard to say, "You're trying to get off of my wife's voice." No, no.
No, I didn't say that. I wouldn't.
No,
Hey,
no, that's what I was thinking. I had to hurry up and rephrase. What Ray on Kevin, did Bob get mad? You know,
I couldn't.
yeah,
figure
I
who
think
was
Bob
mad at.
did get mad when Roberto called him up and told him that he can't do that, which is true. He can't do that and still be liked in your neighborhood, because again, you guys gotta remember, we are just guests, and we can't just walk around acting like you're top dog and throwing water on people's fires and stuff. I mean, if the kid's on fire, then throw the water on the fire, but you can't just go on somebody's property and douse the fire and think that nothing's going to happen. And it sounds like he did it a couple of times. And I think that would make...
We're still talking about trash burning, are we then?
Well, yeah, somebody was asking, Ray was asking, did Bob get mad at Roberto? So I was thinking probably he got mad about that somebody was saying that you can't do that, which is true. You can't do that. He was just lucky that nobody retaliated.
There seems to be a lot of neutral zones anyway, you know.
Well, yeah.
Some property between another property, and everybody uses it for a trail or something. It's like a little no man's land.
Oh, have Spanish blood. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That Spanish blood, it makes them a little bit up in arms.
Oh wow. I never won an argument in all the years I've been married with that girl, and I mean, I thought I was a good argument guy. You know. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Hell no, my wife. You know, she would never put up with that kind of stuff. But you know, there's people that got different arrangements. Hey, good for them. You know, if they're really telling the truth, all the power to them.
Bob is in Cebu. They burn in the sea. Yeah. You just gotta be careful when you go to somebody else's place.
Yeah.
Well, hey, gun term, I didn't see you.
Oh, wow. I can't believe this weather here in New York, 80 degrees.
Yeah, it's still pretty nice outside. It's a beautiful day.
Well, they're telling me here in the Seattle area that we're only going to have a couple good sunny days, and then it's all going to go back to rain.
Yeah.
Well, at least you have warm winters there, right?
No, well, maybe for New York we're warm, but the Gulf Stream starts going up into Russia and then coming back down along the coast of North America, and
that Gulf Stream, isn't that part of like the Japanese Gulf Stream?
Yeah, well, that's the nice thing. It's like this time of year, it comes straight out of Hawaii and straight into Seattle.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's great. It's warm and everything. But when it goes north further, faster, and it gets into Russia and then comes down the Alaskan coast into Canada,
yeah,
it gets really cold, really cold. And that changes. We have to wait till spring.
Alaska and back down.
Yeah, we have to wait for it to come out of Hawaii again.
That's why it's always slow when you're flying from like Seattle to the Philippines.
Yeah,
but when you're coming home, it's always faster because you're traveling on the Gulf Stream.
Yep, save an hour one way, lose 2 hours the other.
Houston weather sucks too damn hot and humid. Yeah. We don't have too much humid right now today, but it's around 80, 84 outside. Weather outside right now.
I think my wife is coming back. Yep.
Oh.
There she is.
Dun, dun.
I just heard you coming.
Oh, okay.
Did
Wow.
you hear the dark?
I guess you were quite popular on here.
Whoa, me?
Yeah.
I did nothing. I mean, what did I do?
I don't know. They just like a female voice.
Dun, dun.
Oh.
Yeah. They think I'm showing off with you. They don't realize you come looking for me. See what Bosto stuff I'm up to, right?
No comment.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
All right, boys and girls. Hey, Doc. Yeah. My wife is great.
My wife's great since she came out of prison. She learned how to cook my breakfast, but she still loves her rice.
Of course.
Oh.
That's his life.
Have you taught her to use brown rice instead of white yet?
Mm-mm.
My wife won't eat that.
You don't mix your rice?
My wife won't eat anything but white rice.
Right.
Even though you tell her it's the same rice, honey. Just
No.
white and been polished.
No,
Right.
brown rice is rough.
Brown rice.
Oh, no. I like the red rice or the black rice mixed up with wild rice.
Oh, no.
You're
Yes.
about to peel off there.
Yes, that plain rice is too. It's plain.
It's healthy though. It's healthy for you.
Do you like wearing Cebu, honey?
Yeah.
With this warm weather in New York?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm making lechon manok, because I feel like I'm in Cebu.
Uh-huh. Didn't you hear that Duterte? Oh, I told you Duterte might declare martial law. Yeah.
Yeah,
These guys didn't know it.
keep Soros paying those people.
Yeah. George Soros. He's involved in the Philippines too, huh?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Over.
Yeah.
George Soros has got his money dipped wherever he can make more out of it.
Oh, yeah.
All over. He does that all over.
I think he shorted Germany once and made billions.
He almost broke the Bank of London too years ago. Oh, no. I wish I met John Lennon. God almighty. What, you don't like John Lennon? She's scowling
All
at
you
me.
need is because you're smoking. That's why, Richard. You gotta learn what that look means. It means quit smoking. Just trying to help you out,
You
buddy.
like John or Paul? Was John a teetotaler?
See, Kevin, you're getting ignored when you talk about him quitting smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be the same way when my kids' moms said quit drinking.
Marijuana. Was she smoking marijuana?
No,
My
of course not.
I'm talking about my kid's mom up in the Philippines. Because there's always a party to go to, and I would get summons to go to the party.
That's what they're trying to do. I mean, they're trying to protest and say that he's a dictator and shit. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Down to its knees. Yeah. Oh heck.
Well, he doesn't like us. For some reason, he doesn't like Americans anymore. We might have done some bad things, but I mean, I think he's overlooking a lot of other badder countries than us. I mean, I think we've done a lot of good for a lot of countries. Maybe I'm just, because I'm American, I'm prejudiced or something about. Yeah.
Well, then there's that Google slogan, do no harm. I think most of us expats try to do no harm.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he's very popular, that guy, Duterte.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he scares me, he's like 2 or 3 footsteps away from becoming what was that guy's name? Marcos.
Yeah.
Marcos used martial law
so
he could steal billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, and I think he has a very distorted view of, like, he calls us colonialists and stuff, I don't think Americans are really colonialists. We always give back to people. Look, we built the fucking Panama Canal that the French failed at, right? And we gave that back. Every country that we won, we give back, and we give money to our enemies, like Pakistan
the
and
Japanese in Okinawa want us out of their country too.
Yeah, we rebuilt their economy after we destroyed them, Germany and everything, and we give them back, and yet we're bad people.
Not as strong as us financial wise.
Oh, that's because they don't have any military. They don't have to worry about their military. That's why the two countries, like Germany and Japan, are doing financially great, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because we have to spend so much money on defense because we defend the world.
Oh,
I don't know. Japan is doing that well, though. They call it the lost years in Japan, actually.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Overall, I think we've done a lot of good to. I don't think the hate for us is warranted. I think it's just the jealousy, really, to be honest with you. Because we're a very young country, one of the youngest, and they had a lot of success in this country in a very short period of time. Yeah. Oh yeah, everybody has better healthcare than us, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, we got the best schools, and
the only healthcare that counts in America is if you got the money to pay for it.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know if I needed brain surgery, if I would want to be in Japan now. Yeah. Oh yes, I agree. We have way too many lazy people. I heard it estimate between 40 and 20 million people don't work in the USA. Can you imagine that? That is a huge chunk of the population. There's some countries that don't have that kind of population. I mean, there's some countries that have big populations, like China and India, would love to all be working, but people here they don't want to work. I mean, people that get hurt or injured on a job or have health issues, that's a different thing. But these young people today.
Yeah.
Well, we actually raised them, you know, so we have no one to blame but ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard there's too many lawyers here, that's for sure.
All right, you boys and girls. It was nice talking to you guys. I'll talk to you guys in a little while. I'm not gonna go on tomorrow. So Monday I'll see you. I'm gonna try to stick to my schedule. It's not gonna be easy for me because I just like to come on and BS all day. But I'm gonna just maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday, have a Saturday like this.
Well, I got up at 2:00 a.m. my time in Seattle and noticed that your people had been on at night for 8 hours straight.
Not what do you mean by people?
I got up at 2 a.m. my time, and it's 3 p.m. my time now. So 12 hours ago, they were still going on.
And
From your original. I don't know who it was, but I was listening to it for a while, but I couldn't find the how to get on link. So I just hung up and let them keep talking.
But it was somebody else's channel.
No, well, I got on to. Who else did I get on? I was looking around.
You sure you wasn't?
It was on your channel, and I was able to access it, and then I accessed it from another person's channel. But I forget who that person was. It was 2:00. I was just getting up to go potty that time, so I didn't really have a clear head on. But I was surprised to see that this thing was going on for like 8-10 hours straight.
Oh, was it Jay's show, Black Expat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was on a couple of days ago for 6 hours.
I saw a part of that show. Yeah, that was a pretty good show. Yeah.
2:00 in the morning, I'm going, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it, for me, that makes it like 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, at
in
the end
Philippines.
Of it.
2 a.m. me is 5 p.m. them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on a roll.
Maybe it's a little rainy there, bad weather or something in there. Got not much to do.
It sounds like everybody's having some pretty bad reception on their shows.
Yeah.
There's a good thing going on over there.
So you're signing out, Kevin. I'll say goodbye and have a good day.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you guys maybe in a day or so.
Enjoy your weekends.
Yeah. I'm gonna enjoy my Sunday. Go to church early. Come back home around 12, and just maybe I'll clean up my room. I guess I could do that.
That's what our wives are supposed to be for.
my cousin slide the food underneath the door now.
Wow. That's like prison or something, right?
Sometimes feels that way.
What was that movie Steve McQueen was in? An old movie there where he was in like, I don't know, it was crazy.
Well, Dustin Hoffman made a movie. Pop, something like that.
Papillon, yeah.
Yeah, that he was in some kind of prison in a
French
tropical
Guyana, yeah.
That looked like hell.
Yeah, that's what Steve McQueen was in that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, good. Because you said Steve McQueen, so that movie popped up into my head. Movies.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was an old one.
Glasses. Those real thick Coke bottle glasses. You look at the sun, you could see God. You guys have a good weekend, and don't overdo it, and just have a good time. And I'll talk to you guys in a day or so.
Hmm.
You guys have a good, safe one. Richard, have a good time with your missus.
Oh yeah.
Very nice lady. And I'll talk to you guys on another time. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming on. God
Okay.
bless you guys. And
See everybody.